All right, welcome to the place where truth meets transformation and epiphanies cause an evolution. I am your host, Brianna. I am here to educate you, to teach you, and to tell you really that you are a badass. Did I go off script? Just a little, because we're not here to follow a script. I mean, it's professional. You should let people know who you are. But let's be honest, when we tune into a podcast or we watch a YouTube, we're not always interested in who they are. We want to know how interesting they are first, and then we want to learn about how interesting we are. So we're constantly looking at the world through a lens of what's in it for me? How can you tell me how to evolve? What can I do to become better? And here's the thing, as soon as you let the shame and the guilt like leave the window, then you realize that you don't actually need to worry about being selfish, because if you think about the word selfish, it's kind of similar to the word shellfish. So I tell every woman who works with me, yeah, you have got to own the fact that you are selfish, because a shellfish creates what? The pearl. And how many women in this world want to feel like they're of high value, who want to feel like they are the pearl or they are the literal reward? Every single woman. Duh. So isn't it better, isn't it best that we flip the word selfish into the meaning of shellfish, and we take the very pearl that's within that? And can we start to see that when we are being selfish, we are the very protective shellfish of the very essence, which is our pearl? That is the kind of thinking that is inside of the Book of Epiphanies. That is the kind of thinking that says, oh, so society in the world has taught me that I really need to tone it down and that I need to be less selfish. Okay, first of all, who's saying that to you? Is it your boss or is it your mother-in-law? Because both should be questioned. And if you're not selfish, then who the hell is going to take the role of your one life and be the protective shellfish of the very pearl that you are? But you don't see yourself as a pearl. You see yourself as someone who is neither here nor there and just like everybody else. And that's a problem, babe. That is a problem. That's a problem because you are so damn unique, so damn refined, so damn brilliant, that until you start to see that your need for protection isn't actually a protection, but the shellfish is really just like home, then you'll start to see that the more that you allow yourself to be okay with the word selfish, the more okay you are with, holy shit, like I am able to extract all of the ingredients and necessary things that I require to not just be this amazing pearl, but to be the most expansive version of myself. And when I do that, doesn't everyone win? Like, doesn't everybody want to go inside the jewelry store and be like, oh my gosh, I love those earrings. I love the diamonds. Yeah, dude, you are the diamond. The diamond is just a reflection of your inner state of being. So choose today that you're okay with being selfish. Choose today to see yourself as the wonderful provider of the pearl within your heart. Choose today to let the old shit and the old story go. All right, so you know the drill. The Book of Epiphanies is here. And if you are here, holy hot damn, you are one of the first in line. Let's go. So, the Book of Epiphanies is called, the full title is The Book of Epiphanies, Foreplay Through Wordplay, Orgasms for the Mind. And the reason I did that is because when you get touched by epiphanies and you get a stroke of genius that comes through you, you have got to act. And you have got to start to see that your mental brilliance is not just some far-fetched, tape that plays the same shit every day. It might, right? Like you might not actually like what you're hearing every day inside of your mental brain. But here's the thing, we can change the script. We can literally rewire, rewrite the very things that we're listening to inside of our brain. So the world wants you to believe that your brain is just like some computer system, and the world wants you to think that your brain is like broken. And here's the deal. You're not broken. You have had moments where the light broke in. So it's not that you broke, it's that the light within you had to come forward. It had to create the stroke. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, I'm not going to give you too many one-liners here. However, I need you to understand this book is for you if you are looking for any sort of breakthrough. I said this in the first series, maybe the first episode, that we all think that personal development is doing us a favor, but when you leave the person out, it's really not that personal. So I'm here to help you see that you can be very seriously you while having a breakthrough. And you don't need to fit into the damn box called personal development. You don't need to actually wake up at 5, dude. You just don't. But I'll tell you what you do have to do. You do have to start to see that every single thought you have is an opportunity. And when you start to prowl on your consciousness like it's an opportunity, and you start to see yourself as a lion who's out there just getting that prey, right? Like, hello, do you see the leopard print back there? Random fact, my watch. It's because I understand so deeply that our instincts, our very, very deep seated instincts, are to go after that in which we want. So you don't have to see it as prey and huntress and hunter, but I want you to start to see that power is just a decision. Power is not accumulated. Power is a sacral drop in, let's feel it right now in the body. So I want to connect you to your power. So when you buy the Book of Epiphanies, right, foreplay through wordplay, orgasms for your damn mind, then you're really going to have access to your power. So I tell people, you are going to buy a book and it is going to help you climax in consciousness. But hello, isn't that the point? Don't we all want to have that beautiful epitome where we're like, holy shit, like life is really good and I'm really alive. Like if you are not feeling alive, this book is for you. Okay. So with that being said, today I want you to choose to be very selfish and be a shellfish. Join me on the inside of the book. I'll get you on the inside and I'm ready to help you radically alter the way that you see yourself, your consciousness, your thoughts, and the very essence of language. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you in the next episode.